The Republic of Finland was declared. The continuation war meant to reclaim lost Finnish territories had just begun when the Soviet
I can't believe it! Communist saboteurs in this very headquarters? How did we miss them?
Counterintelligence is on it. Rest assured, the infiltrators will be found.
Found, tried, and executed. Every Bolshevik dog of them. Field Marshal Mannerheim was the greatest son of our nation. And the Reds will pay for this crime.
General Talvala, please. It's a terrible loss, but we can't let emotions rule us.
We can't waste time either. Stalin has beheaded our army. We must repair the situation, and fast.
Oh, I'll tell you how, President Ruti. The Germans are attacking Murmansk as we speak. We could strike together and leave the Russians cut off from any possible aid from their allies.
We have a plan just for that, but the loss of our commander-in-chief changes everything.
President Ruti is our commander-in-chief. Give the order, and Murmansk will fall.
Think well, Mr. President. A joint operation with the Germans will commit us fully to Berlin as an ally.
We have no other choice. Our position is precarious. The Germans will know we need their help. We must show them that they need our help just as much.
General Iroh's plan could work. If we cut the railroad, the Germans should be able to capture Murmansk on their own.
And if not, we'll join in and give the Wehrmacht a lesson in Arctic fighting.
I hope it doesn't come to that. It would be a direct attack on their British interests.
The West has already let us down once. We don't want to antagonize them, but they have no right to order us around.
And cutting off a potential major supply line won't antagonize the British at all.
Let me worry about it. I will seek an understanding with Sir Winston Churchill.
Then it is decided. Murmansk will fall, and Finland will take White Karelia back from the Reds.
With you in command, Talvala, I don't envy those Bolsheviks.
Gentlemen, you saved our country once before. Finland is counting on you to do so again.
General Talvala, the German forces have met with considerable resistance on the outskirts of Murmansk. The Wehrmacht needs our support. For that reason, I am directing additional reinforcements to the area of the operations.
About damn time! If you were a little more decisive, Iroh, we would have taken the city ages ago.
You know as well as I do that Field Marshal Mannerheim was against it, Talvala. So am I. Returning our lands is one thing, but we do not belong on the Soviet territory.
And the Ruskies didn't belong in our territory, but it didn't stop them. Just face it already. We cannot win this war if we stay in defense.
This conversation serves no purpose. Let us focus instead on the pressing tasks. In order to land our reinforcements, we must capture the railroad station in the village of Shongui. We will also need an airfield if we hope to use our combat aviation. The closest one should be near the village of Murmansk. Report as soon as you capture those key points, General Talvala.
Your forces are comprised of both core and non-core units. Core unit strength indicator is green and round shaped, and for non-core units it is yellow and hexagon shaped. Non-core units are allocated for one mission only, while the core units will accompany you throughout the campaign. You'll be able to level them up and provide them with new equipment. These units are the ones which should be under your primary protection.
Mobile recon on demand.
Ammunition and fuel icons next to unit strength will allow you to quickly get important information about it. If the unit is still able to move during the current turn, the canister icon will be green. If it can no longer move, the icon will be gray. Likewise, the ammunition icon shows whether the unit has attacked this turn. If the unit is low on ammunition or fuel, the corresponding icon is yellow. It becomes red once the unit has run out of it completely.
In a class of our own.
Anti-tank artillery is effective against tanks and other hard targets. Your best tactic when using anti-tank artillery is to position it next to your other forces to provide them with fire support versus attacks from enemy tanks.
Armored vehicle reporting.
We stay sharp.
Infantry is good for assaulting the enemy positions after the artillery and air bombardment. It is also the best unit for storming cities, mountains, forests, and well-entrenched positions. A well-entrenched infantry is a tough target for the enemy assault.
We'll have plenty of targets soon. We hit fast, we hit hard.
Tanks are ideal for a rapid offensive in open terrain. However, they are vulnerable in close quarters to the infantry units in difficult terrain, such as cities, mountains, forests, swamps, shallows, and well-entrenched infantry units.
Coordinates confirmed. This thing has a target painted all over it.
Reconnaissance is extremely important in an offensive, since it provides you with full intelligence information regarding the presence of enemy forces, thus making your attack more effective. A reconnaissance unit can move several times per turn, as long as it has move points left. Once the reconnaissance unit notices the enemy, it automatically stops and they can move again. If an enemy surrenders to your reconnaissance unit, it gains full information about all the enemy units nearby.
Moving to new coordinates.
Guarding our land from Hanko to Petimo. Don't lag behind.
First to meet the enemy.
All I need is a Bofors gun and a line of sight. The enemy won't hide. Speeding up.
Finnish armor standing by.
Nothing will slip through, be sure of that. Anywhere for a recon vehicle. Fire.
Damage is indicated with the numbers above the unit being attacked. For ground and aircraft units, there are two types of damage, lethal and non-lethal. Both lethal and non-lethal damage decrease the unit's strength. However, non-lethal damage at the same time increases the number of units damaged, which can later be restored. Naval units always receive only lethal damage, however they have multiple ship parts with their corresponding HP. thus damage against them is split. Ship parts except the hull are repaired over time by ship maintenance. Hull HP cannot be restored in any way during the operation.
Finished! Tank killers have arrived!